Hi, I'm Richard. We're at the Open Air Blues Festival in Brezoi. Zac Schulze Gang is Southeast UK's electrifying blues rock trio. In 2024, they were Emerging Artist of the Year. In 2025, they are now Young Artist of the Year. With me is Zac Schulze. I read your name and I thought, aren't you German?
Yeah, my granddad was German, so I'm a quarter German. So dad was half German, granddad was German. So yeah, quarter German. That's where the name comes from, Schulze.
Do you also speak German?
I don't, I'm afraid. I actually got kicked out of GCSE German in school, which I'm quite embarrassed about, but it is what it is. Rubbish teacher, you know.
Are you and drummer Ben Schulze brothers?
Yeah. Ben's 27 now and I'm 25, so yeah.
And we were talking before the interview and you told me that your bass player is from Iceland?
Yeah, and his dad's Icelandic, so he's got a lot of family over there. Haven't actually been over there yet, but we'd love to get out there. So yeah.
How long has he been living in England?
His whole life. Yeah, he was born here.
Okay.
But yeah, I think his dad moved. I think probably like it's been a while. But yeah, he's a great guy. And his dad. He's the one that gives us lifts back and to from the airport. So we thank him for that.
You have lyrics that reject big bad bosses of day jobs. What can you tell me about that?
Well, like I suppose like when I finished school, the idea of like playing music for a living wasn't really ever on the cards. I mean, me and Ben and Ant, I've been in bands with Ant since I was 14, and I've been in bands with Ben since I was about 16. And all throughout that time, Ben would have been working various jobs. I was working various jobs. McDonald's, Iceland, the supermarket.
Okay.
And Ant was at university, and it was only during lockdown we kind of the three of us kind of got together and pieced some songs together purely to just go out and play pubs, you know, and earn a bit of dough on the weekend. And then it got to a stage where we had, you know, just enough pub bookings to where, you know, we weren't earning anywhere near as much money as our day jobs, but we were able to quit them and, you know, get by. So, and ever since then we haven't looked back really. So.
I haven't listened to much of your music. How much blues is there in it?
It's enough, I think. Yeah, it's a blues rock sound we're going for. I mean, I think we're more aiming down the sort of Dr. Feelgood, 9 Below Zero, sort of British blues, you know, punk sort of thing. Really into the jam at the moment, bands like that from the 70s and stuff. So yeah, trying to, you know, it's definitely blues influenced, but definitely more of a rock edge on it for sure.
And gang implies unity. How long have you guys been together? How did you meet?
Well, yeah, so Ben would have been playing in like emo bands from when he was like 13, 14.
Emo.
Yeah, and which we love, you know, we're still well into that music, like pop punk and emo stuff. And then I would have met Ant in 2014 when I was 14, and we were in a folk band for like 2 years. And then when I was 16, I went to watch Ben play. He had a duo called Drawstring, a two-piece band, which was an emo rock band. And when I went to watch that, I kind of stepped away from the blues a little bit. I was playing blues all the way up until that point, and started going around with him playing punk rock and stuff, you know, for a couple of years across the UK. Only small, tiny little venues, you know, sleeping on hardwood floors and all that, you know what I mean? Good fun. So yeah, I mean, we've known each other. I mean, I've known Ben my whole life, but it was only really when I sort of was about 16 when me and Ben really started to get on, you know what I mean, and play with each other, you know. And then with Ant as well since I was 14. So yeah, we've known each other a long while, you know, at least 10 years, you know.
You grew up playing at church. From age 11.
Yeah.
Does that early communal experience influence your emotional tone in any way?
I think me and Ben were both playing at church at that point. Both our parents were sort of in the band at church at that point, and like I think what it gave us was an experience to play in front of quite a lot of people without realising it, you know, on a weekly basis, you know. So that really did kind of, I guess, break that barrier for us at such a young age. And yeah, you know, good times, man. I mean, like, as I say, we were 11, Ben would have been like 12, 13. So being able to play in front of like, you know, 80 to 100 people every Sunday morning was like, you know, definitely something that, you know, helped us out for sure, you know.
In April, you had a concert where you did Rush, Beatles, Metallica, Guns N' Roses medley. But I know that in other interviews you've said that ELO's Twilight has stuck with you from childhood. Have you mashed that into any of your live sets?
Not yet, but now you've said it, maybe we'll have to give that a go tonight. We've got enough time this afternoon, you know. But yeah, no, it's just a bit of fun. We do this song, old Jerry Reed song called Framed, and yeah, it just started off throwing loads of stuff in, and but yeah, that album Twilight by ELO is it's a great record, you know. Jeff Lynne, who's meant to be playing in London, sadly cancelled his shows because he's not too well. But yeah, he's one of the greats, Jeff Lynne, for sure. You know.
Yeah, after I read about that, I listened to the Twilight again just to remember it.
Yeah, it's a killer record.
Great song, yeah. Live and Loud, that's the title of your debut album.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to debut with a live album?
I think like it was just an off the moment thing, really. Like we didn't know that gig was getting recorded, and it's only about 40 minutes long, so it's kind of on the edge of an EP/album. But it's just kind of the live set at the moment for the past sort of year and a half. You know, it's expanded a bit more recently with a few more original stuff. Our debut album's coming out, original album's coming out in September. But yeah, no, I think we got it sent. One of the guys from the band The Commoners we were supporting them that night, and he mixed it and he sent it to us, and we said, this is great, you know, why don't we put this out, you know what I mean? So and it sells well, because I think, you know, people come and watch the concert, and if they like what they hear, they can take a piece of that away and listen to it in the car, you know what I mean? So a similar vibe, you know. So
it just happened, it was just a luck
yeah,
thing.
pretty much, yeah, it wasn't planned, so, you know, it was nice.
That's great.
Yeah.
This is your first time in Romania?
Yeah.
I know you haven't played yet, but what vibe are you getting?
Hot, very hot.
Yeah.
To be fair, I mean, it's pretty hot in the UK at the moment, but this is something else. But what a great setting, and it's an honour for us to be here. I've heard about this festival for a long while, so it's really nice to be here, and what a great lineup as well, full of great bands. So and I think everyone's in good spirits, you know what I mean? So it should be a great day, I think, you know what I mean? So just plenty of water and then beer later, I think that's the plan.
And you're playing at 7?
7 o'clock.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
And we're waiting for you to come on down to the Open Air Blues Festival in Brezoi.